Shall we start? No? Ladies first?
No, say it, because I think it sounds really nice with your accent.
What, Archwell Audio?
Yeah.
Archwell Audio.
I mean...
Really?
Shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, today is December 1st, 2022. It is 11:41 p.m. Alright, so this is video number 2, and it reflects on the Netflix trailer that they put out. So I'm gonna continue. Alright, this is video number 2. This was the last tweet that I did. Alright, first tweet for this video. Okay, Team Sussex has repeatedly dropped hints that there is a paper trail. Can't wait for that shoe to drop. Alright, Henry VIII always brings some good conversation on Twitter for the squad. Okay, quote, one side I thought, I'm so thankful that they are finally acknowledging the experience, end quote, she said, but on the other side, I know that the family and staff were well aware of the extent of it, and though their recollection may vary, ours don't, because we lived through it with them, and there are many emails and texts to support that. Alright, so that's, was it Javanka? I have that clip. I'll put the clip. This is what she said from the videos that I have.
We're all happy that we are in a new era. Okay. You know, we get to tell the truth. Things are different now. I will say, I don't speak for them. I speak for myself. I'm so thankful that they are finally acknowledging the experience. But on the other side, I know that the family and the staff were well aware of the extent of it. And though their recollections may vary, ours don't, because we lived through it with them. I don't know who knew. I know that the family and the staff knew. I have known her for 17 years, and I have seen the way that she regards the people around her and the people she works with, and I can say she's not a bully. But I can also say that I am personally glad that people are doing their due diligence, because I also know why someone had to leave, and it was for gross misconduct.
All right, we're all happy that we are in a new era. We get to tell the truth. Things are different now, and I know the family and staff were well aware to the extent of it. Recollection may vary, ours don't, because we lived through it with them. I don't know who knew, but I know the family and the staff knew. All right, so this is what she said. I'll put the clip because I have it. Okay, they know that there is a paper trail. This is why the narrative has shifted from, quote, they are lying, end quote, circa 2020, to, quote, what kind of people do this to their grieving family, mid 2021 to present. Okay, who is this quote from? Okay, where is this quote from? She is true American. Silencing don't sit well with Americans. We always keep paper trail. For 4 months, I thought I've been... What the hell is this? Okay, I don't know what is that. Okay, yep, they've always let it be known there's receipt. Of course, they have received, lol. No one at the time ever expected Harry will leave. They expected to break his marriage and be done with her. Jokes on them. They got money, self-sufficient, so nothing to threaten them with, and receipt now. Dear Charlie and Cammy, it called receipt. Meghan and Harry have been collecting them since day one. Bless them for it. Okay, or they've got the receipt. After all that has happened to Harry and Meghan, I feel even worse about how they treated Diana. The thing they put Diana through, Diana is a warrior. To be able to, some of the audios and videos we have of her, this is top-notch level genius. With the kind of institution she was surrounded, everyone around her were her enemies. My goodness, look how they turned one of her sons against her. Okay, after all that has happened to Harry and Meghan, I feel even worse about how they treated Diana. It's like what they say about criminals. They have, in my opinion, that you look for when you're trying to solve their crime. And there's a pattern here that we've seen before with Diana. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. Yeah, they've been doing it. Nobody ever put a stop to it. And they don't know how to cope with it when the tables turn. Next tweet. I actually don't care about the timing of the trailer. Y'all were real nasty during Queen Elizabeth funeral, so timing of things isn't your problem. Your problem is that you can't control the narrative anymore and it hurts your pocket. That's exactly that. Why? I can't deal, not the funeral. I love the timing, it's perfect. Okay, and also when King Charles picked Prince Archie's birthday for his budget coronation. I read that in video 1. Archie's birthday for his budget coronation. People say world doesn't revolve around the Sussexes. Same one are now asking why Netflix couldn't hold off promoting a series they pay almost $100 million for. There's that. Can I get amen? Okay, if a 1-minute trailer can steal the spotlight, then they probably didn't generate enough interest in the first place. Let's see here. We all saw the nastiness at the funeral. It was shocking. Yep, well said. I can't agree more. Exactly. I haven't seen any French citizen crying about it, and the Macrons are invited guests. Yeah, they are in the US with President Biden. In one of my videos I put where Biden was having some sort of dinner or something with the Macron. Alright, exactly. We here. I haven't seen her in a while. Okay, oh yeah, the show is gonna be bomb. Exactly. Timing. Did they even acknowledge that the coronation circus is set to take place on Archie's birthday? Any complaints yet? Okay, yes, that's it. They can read the tweets and whip. Yep, that's that. Alright, let's go to the next one. Okay, currently doing some important research. This one was funny. When I saw it, I said I have to share it with you. I didn't put this on my community board. Alright, currently doing some important research. There's the magnifying glass and there's the eye. Prince Harry. Alright, so she's looking at here, this picture, and watch what she's focusing on. Okay, next picture. Those squad are crazy. Those squad are truly, truly crazy. Even closer. I like the order she put them. It's exactly what I thought it was. Yes. There's Meghan's face. When it comes to that, there's a picture I have of Meghan's face, a little smirk I like to put. There's that. And what are you finding? Is that Al Pacino? Research completed. I know his is big. I know it. I know it's big. Oh my god, the squad are crazy. The nonsense they put on Twitter. The squad are truly crazy. Let's see this one. She concur. Looking up and down. Ma'am, what do you see? Good content. There's that. This is why I love us. Okay, I'm rolling. The thirst I see in squad is behave, ladies. Okay, I'm innocent. What? Me? No, I didn't do anything. Claire. There's this. No, you didn't. There's this. Give me your phone. You are naughty, ma'am. There's that. There's this. I think you're a little naughty and I love it. Alright, there's more comment, but let's move on. The squad are crazy. Purely crazy. I can't believe them. Okay, Meghan Markle exposed racism in Buckingham Palace in 2021, but her truth wasn't received with the same energy as this week incident. Thoughts? That's the lady who went to Buckingham Palace and then William's grandmother did that nasty thing. Alright, so I'm not gonna read that article, But that's here because the perpetrators are the very members of the royal family who expressed the scant concern and othered Duchess Meghan. Some colluded with racist tabloids to smear her. Thus, the royal family did everything to sweep the truth under the carpet using their machinery. Example. There's the receipt here. You guys could freeze and read. There's this one, for instance. Senior member of the royal household passed information about Meghan Markle to Mel on Sunday, editor court papers shows. This also shows on the privacy case and court document. Okay, and I have a clip of Meghan's lawyer who was representing her in court, who said senior member in the royal family was passing information to the tabloid. Okay.
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
Okay, the thing is, last year there were leaks about Meghan's mental health trauma. Thus, some in UK press were aware. If this is the case, UK press ganging on Meghan was deliberately done and they wanted to cause harm or kill her. She was heavily pregnant. This is criminal stuff. Okay, Meghan Markle suffering anxiety attack with royal exit, matters of life and death. A friend of the Duchess of Sussex has spoken of her emotional need to step back from her senior role and the royal family in the weeks after Prince Harry and her made their bombshell announcement. Okay. Royal biographer Penny Junot believe it's a mistake, especially after Harry and Meghan spent £2.4 million of taxpayers' money on renovating Frogmore. Let's keep this in mind. They pay that money back, okay? They paid back. So they can't use any of this against them. When was this? Okay, that was in 2019.
You know, as I'm looking for a screenshot of Harry and Meghan paying back Frogmore Cottage, one of the things that crossed my mind is that how ironic this is. It was after they got the deal with Netflix, they paid the renovation costs back, and then look at now the fruit of their labor, because Netflix is a business. It's not gonna give you money for free for not doing anything. And look at how they using their own story, all right, to create content to give to Netflix, and then that same money went and paid for Frogmore. Right, so I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly. It's just the parallel how things sort of work. Alright, their stories, which Frogmore probably part of the story as well. I don't know. I didn't watch the thing yet, but they use that money to pay back the taxpayers. Alright, so that's it. Okay, taxpayers' money on renovating Frogmore Cottage. She also believes it's a further sign that Archie will never be given a royal title even when Charles is king. What are we talking about now? Couple years. Alright, there's more here. This is where they were celebrating, thinking that they're helping the Daily Mail to beat Meghan in the court case. Alright, let's not forget, Jason Kenoff with the Cambridges in November 2021. He was helping the Daily Mail with their appeal behind her back despite her winning in February.
What it means is that a senior figure in the royal household, according to Mail on Sunday, was passing him information in order to help defeat the Duchess's case.
He was helping the Daily Mail with their appeal.
Have been, as we know, is that the Mail on Sunday had the ruling against them in February, and they were then appealing it. So it was lawyers from the Mail on Sunday who would have approached Jason Naff, knowing that these emails and messages existed. That would have been the point, and unless, I mean, the most likely outcome is that Jason obviously would have then gone to William and Kate, and clearly he has cooperated. He would not have cooperated with those lawyers without their definite knowledge.
Alright, there's all of this. Alright, so you could freeze your screen and read that. There's this, of course they are. A dam built on the back of slave. There's that. God. My goodness, when you think about that. God. You put everyone on this earth to take care of the land, but this group feels this is how they should continue. Undo some of the things that you purposely did for humanity. They all are baggage for you. Alright, look at this. Look at this. Just look at the face here. Look at them struggling to carry that under the sun. And then look at her smiling on top. Baggage for you. Okay, Kate moving pieces to ensure Meghan Markle and Harry relocate to Africa, expert claim. You could see all the fear in her face. All scared?
Same expression she had when she came out with Harry during the Queen's funeral, when all four of them went to look at the flowers, the walkabout. That's the same expression.
Even though this one was before the funeral one. Baggage for you, God. You know how to deal. Everybody have their own baggage. This week incident had a witness. In the case of Harry and Meghan, it was Harry who was told about these several conversations within the family about how dark his children with Meghan will look. Okay, let's see here. This week incident had a witness. In the case of Harry and Meghan, it was Harry who was told about these several conversations within the family about how dark his children with Meghan will look and how that will look to the world. The witness has to be willing to go on record. Let's see here for comment. Okay, had there been no witness in this case, this woman would have been protected. The royal and their staff have never been interested in racism equality. There is currently a regulation stipulating that persons of color cannot be employed in clerical or very senior role in the royal family. And Meghan was a senior member. So there's that. All this play into all the narrative that is going on.
The aides really speak quite badly about.
Oh, well, the way that Meghan is spoken about by the people that have had to deal with her is quite frightening.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
pleased she's gone.
Yeah, she's not.
When you say aides, you mean
aides to William and Kate and other members of the royal family. They're pleased.
Okay, they have things, laws that says dark skin cannot be in that, so it plays in all of the narrative. How are they gonna undo all of this? Okay, no, Harry had the conversation. It happened to me, to ex-mother-in-law we've been knowing. Okay, no, Harry was a part of the conversation. He told Meghan the fact that they had the conversation without Meghan proves that they knew what they were saying was wrong. Yeah, they thought they were safe saying that in front of light-skinned Harry. Yep. That's exactly that. There's to comment on this. Okay, one conversation before they were married, Meghan lied. Whatever. You could say whatever you want because everything is coming to light. Okay, the more things you keep on saying that Meghan lied, God is gonna find a way to put it to light and then to shame the royal family in return. And then the royal family is doing it themselves. Nobody is. Okay, actually, here's the answer why the palace responded. It's because there are witnesses. Okay, Royal Suitor 9 hours ago. The initial call I received were from journals not looking for my account but my corroboration. It took some time to realize that it was the very fact that the incident had been witnessed that made it significant and forced the palace to respond swiftly. Let me go into that. Okay, so there she is here. This is the lady. Okay, I just read that. We didn't ask for Lady Hussey to resign, but really the monarchy must do better on race, Mandu Reid. Oh, she did a thread. This is why I like Royal Suitor. How come it didn't come on my timeline? Am I still following her? Yeah, I am, but some of her things don't come on my timeline. Alright, let's like this. Unlike when the Duchess of Sussex made her account to royal racism, such as the concern that were expressed over how dark her son's skin might be, the palace wasn't able to deny or deflect this time. It couldn't rerun the famous line that recollection may vary. Perhaps a starting point for an institution where staff think it's okay to touch a black woman's hair or question her belonging will be signed up to cultural competence training. I know just the organization to prove that. Sister Space, the charity no gets run. Okay, go to my, I believe it was November 30th. I did either 2 or 3 video on that day. It's one of those video. All right, look at the date. It's this, I covered that. Okay, it will certainly chime with the Queen's concert speech at the reception, in which she said that the starting point for responding to survivor of abuse was listening to them and believe them. Perhaps one day the principle could extend to Meghan too.
Did she say that in one of her speech? British royal family is now synonymous with racism. Wow, how mighty has fallen. I mean, that was the existence from the beginning. It was kind of obvious that the quick reaction was because there were witnesses, and one of them backed up the story on Twitter that recollection may vary line will boomerang on them many times over. Okay, the fact that they had a few witnesses who saw this go down is what made them respond. They're already starting to attack her. Really? Wow. The same thing. Once they, oh my God, they gang on her. They all are baggage for God. Baggage for God, that's all. Okay, that snarky recollection may vary is finally coming back to bite them. It's just the beginning of the royal family downfall. What goes around comes back around, says the Book of Karma. Alright, they wanted to make sure no one saw. They couldn't lie that it didn't happen like they did to Meghan. Amen for witnesses. Under the rug, it will have gone. What a brilliant read, thank you. I think they have the video or something, but claim they don't because it's bad. Yeah, they probably erased that. You know that. Anything that doesn't look good on that for them, erase. Was it during the funeral? They were calling on some of those UK TV stations who were broadcasting it. Something that happened there. Okay? They want to erase it. Some part of it. This editorial was on fire. Wow. Okay, shame for royal family, ha ha ha, no racist please, ha ha. What I'll do, I'm gonna click on this so I could put the link in the description. I'm not gonna read it, okay? Let's see here. Alright, so that's that. Oh, so it's her. I saw her, I think I have a clip of her somewhere. So she was the witness. That's her right there, I think. So she was the witness who saw it. Okay, I have a video of her. Okay. Alright, so you guys could read this yourself. Alright, so let's go back on Twitter. Damn, let me see if I have the video. Damn. You can find an example of law made impossible. Okay, maybe. Okay, let me not waste time. I don't know where it is. But I know I have a video of it where she was talking. Next tweet. Oh, that was taking long. Quote, if you find someone you love in life, you must hang on to it and look after it. And if you are lucky enough to find someone who loved you, then you must protect it. Princess Diana. Yep, and he find it. And he's doing just that. Protecting her. Look at them, lovebirds. This is so cute. Alright. There's this, OMG, there's the I. Someday Harry will wake up. Wake up from what? The first person that needs to wake up is you. Find a job and start being annoyed on the internet. Harry, he said he wish he could have done this sooner.
And I have no regrets. It's incredibly sad, but I have no regrets at all because now I'm in a place where I feel as though I should have been 4 years ago.
So true, and so true. Prince Harry literally does what her mother Diana said, what his mother said. Okay, this is where we say yes and amen. We say yes, amen. There's that. His mother will be so proud of him, of them. There's that. Okay, he's so much like his mother, making me cry. She will be so proud. He chose love. That's right. Nicely set up by Netflix. This was a quote Princess Diana addressed to William especially, but since she loved both her sons, certainly it applies to Harry too. You can listen to Diana's actual voice saying it here. Alright, so there's a video, but is it video or whatever? Let's see. It says Twitter. Maybe it's on Twitter. Oh, it's removed. Unable to view this tweet because the account honor limit. Okay, maybe on my other account I could see it, but anyway, let me go to the next one. Next tweet. Okay, which one of you managed to connect with the spirit of Meghan's ancestors? The outcome is amazing. Please carry on. I thought that was kind of funny. Our ancestors finally coming through for their child. I'm so happy for this. Sis, I'm still reeling from Jalen Brown answering on the other guy who said Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. That's the only royal family he knows. OMG, I cry. Even the reporters laugh. I missed this one. Please provide the link. Okay, let's see here. Did they put the link? Oh, let's see here.
22nd. Answer with a straight face.
Like a non-basketball question, did you get a chance to meet with the royal family? And if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one.
The first time I saw it,
non-basketball.
the first time I saw it, I didn't see the part where he said, or maybe I failed to hear it, where he said Jesus, Mary, Joseph. Oh my God, this is perfect. Okay, have they conquered us yet? Still waiting. Wait, the British charm didn't impress you? Not today. Okay, Dovia and her prayer warriors. Yep. Nigerian squaddies. Yep. There's that. I was showing some of this. Okay, Niger warrior. Okay, there's that. Those GIF or something. Remember, she is 45% Nigerian. There's that. Been praying lots for them. God answers. Yeah, our prayers. Whichever way the universe works, we need to keep on praying. Amen. Nothing beats prayers. That's fine. Okay, Harry and Meghan. There's the video. I'm not gonna play it. Thrilled to finally share the trailer for the project I've been working on in secret for the past year. Super grateful to, who's that? John Barden. Lucky to make documentaries for a living at Stories Syndicate, partner and all with Alamos. Okay. Followed by Mr. Harriman. Okay, let me follow him. So they the one who did the docu-series? Oh, I'm following her. I didn't even know. Okay, the Sussex squad are following her. Alright, so there's a trailer here. Alright, team for bringing me on. What alright, stay tuned for details soon. Okay, let's go into that. How come this happened under this? How did that come on? Alright, this is new. I'm just adding this here. It seems like I'm off a little bit. Okay, thrill, that's that. I just read this. I'm adding it to my list. Okay, there's this. Thank you, Alyssa Hess. It's powerful and moving. When you have so many claiming to know so much about a couple they don't know, it's time for that couple to tell their story. Exactly. I just can't wait. Putting in an early request for season 2. Looking amazing. A little scared about what journalists you interview though. Probably only 2 in the UK who aren't puppet of Palace. Royal reporters' income are dependent on the Palace, so they are very anti-Harry and Meghan and pro all the others. Okay, we are too curious. Can't wait, can't wait. Alright, we can't wait. Congratulations, great work. Looking forward to watching. Alright, so there's more comment. Let's move on. Oh shoot, okay, that's where I was. Alright, so I just played that Jesus, Mary, Joseph. Okay, someone retweeted that again. Jesus, Mary, Joseph, the royal family, bro. There's that. Answer with straight face. I just played it, but I had it on the list.
Non-basketball question. Did you get a chance to meet with the royal family? And if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one.
Hey, he's letting you know. At least he's not making things up to tell you lies. Okay, there's that. Can I marry this man? LOL. I only answer to one king. Amen. King Jesus, dead. Love his face. Okay, he's keeping it real. Yep, that's what I'm saying. The swagging blurred. This was so funny. Okay, oh, we petty. I love mess. There's the laugh. Oh my god, love it. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Wow, it's funny. When I first heard it, I feel like I missed some of the stuff that I'm hearing now. Okay, next tweet. There's the laugh. Imagine being this close to getting the point and still miss. Okay, cry more. At Granny Mav. Okay, so she tweeted this screenshot. My mom, an Irish woman who never lost her lovely accent, and the 65 years she lived in England, was constantly asked where she came from. She never took offense, not once. Okay, oh, good for her. By the way, your English is impeccable for someone raised by an Irish woman. Well-placed punctuation too. Was it difficult for you to learn English as a second language growing up? The way she put it. Okay, let's see here. Do you realize you have just made a racist comment about an Irish person? I have reported you. What was racist? Oh my God. Let's see here. Oh, did she respond? Oh, there she is here. Okay, November 30th. Is that her here? The screenshot, we tweeted it. Okay, legitimately hilarious. Okay, you went LOL. Unlike Lady Susan Hussey, I only asked one question and she already came screaming at me. Imagine what will happen if I play stupid and ask the same question 3 more times. Sorry, had to do it. Okay, laughing my ass off. Very well done on this one. Their behavior is not offensive until it's done to them. Racism, hypocrite. Exactly. Oh, you got her good. Okay, they're always the victim. This is golden. Karen burned her damn self and prove your point in 5 seconds. Oh, I was looking at that GIF. It's so funny. Look at it. Boom. The squad always find the perfect GIF. Okay, they're so used to employing these microaggressions, they can't see the wrong in it because they will have to examine some of their own behavior or those they surround themselves with, and we can't have that. Their rules never apply to them. White privilege at its best. Such people will never have any empathy for black people. The way she kept digging down and missing the point. Oh God, I can't, laughing my ass off. I love your precision and stealth. Well done. Okay, that was clever of you. Maybe you should have explained it to her like she's 3-year-old. Something tells me that she still won't get it. Alright, she didn't see it coming, but you slay her good. Alright, on behalf of Irish people, I can only apologize. There's the laugh. This is gold. And she was so close. Chef kiss dragging. Okay, you got her good. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Next tweet. Oh my God, I'm already 30 minutes. 29 something. Alright, there's this. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the first non-cousin royal couple who actually in love with each other. I did share that with you. Non-cousin royal, because a lot of the cousins be married. Oh my God, thinking about it is sick. Okay. Is that love to you? Buy a cat and stay home. What? Wow, those people are really petty. Seems like you're the one who needs to stay the F home. There are cousins actually, albeit 18 times removed or something. Okay, well, technically, by logic, your parents are cousin too. LOL. Oh my God. For now, his husband number 2. Maybe there will be number 3. LOL. She told her first hubby she loved him. Alright, how dare women get divorced and fall in love and out of love. Look at all the other royal family, okay? Look, Charles in particular, okay? Before you start spewing all this nonsense, look at the royal family themselves, okay? But these people expect women to stay in a toxic relationship. I don't like to bring the past in, but okay, that's Meghan's husband and her haters hate it. Okay, love always wins. So true. There's that. Okay, first non-cousin royal. I know, this was kind of funny. The bottom picture looks like it's from their wedding reception. I just recognize the dress. Yeah, that James Bond dress when Harry was opening the car door for her. Yeah, first non-cousin. Savage. There's the laugh. Okay, is that a new picture from their wedding? Please, non-cousin. There's a crying. Non-cousin. All right, next tweet. Okay, I'm almost done. I have 3 more after this. So to recap, William got booed, no one came to meet them in the street, the firm was racist again, Meghan is one of the Times Person of the Year, they are honoring and vindicated Harry INVICTUS video, plus we have Netflix coming, seems like a great week so far, Harry and Meghan. Okay, and 100% false, but good try, tons of crowds. Okay, I didn't come across them, the boos weren't for them, and they still rise above the pettiness of Harry and Meghan. But what Harry and Meghan are doing their own things, but the others are following Harry and Meghan into, you know, to America. They told Meghan and Harry to leave. Okay, Meghan in particular, they left. And I actually will say that this is stalking to follow them in the US. Okay, I missed the Time Person of the Year. I think I just in video 1 there was something that they honor her for. Okay, yes. And bad week for the Rangers. They have been crying the whole week. To be fair, people didn't come to see them. Not the numbers the UK media will have us believe. If they show photos that all the crowds and not the close shots, it will be good. Maybe tomorrow they have more luck, since the show will have celebrities who move people. Okay, with the rest, I agree. Okay, in a nutshell, that's about sums up the glorious week for the Sussexes and a crap week for the Wales. Okay, I'm thrilled. Yep, and comma put some more days and this week to come. Delish. Okay, nice spin. The bulls were for a woman talking about oil pipeline. The street were all having Meghan and Harry yet again show themselves to be vindictive, self-serving hypocrites. Okay, I don't know what they're talking about. Let's go to the next tweet. Okay, what happened to us? Validate the account. Meghan. Oh, there's the video that I was looking for. Okay, this is the lady who witnessed it. It's 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Okay, what happened to us validates the accounts Meghan and Harry gave. I want to see everyone in the royal household step up and acknowledge that institutional racism, the kind of dynamics we experience, are a real problem and have really damaging effect. Okay, 4 minutes and 12 seconds. I didn't listen to it for the purpose of recording.
Well, we can speak now to Mandu Reid, the leader of the British Women's Equality Party, who was at that event and heard those comments. Mandu, really appreciate you spending a bit of time with us on 5 News tonight. Can I ask you, is that your recollection of that conversation? And if that is the case, how uncomfortable was it to hear that?
Yes, that's exactly as I recall it. And it was deeply uncomfortable. It was a prolonged interaction. It wasn't fleeting. It wasn't just for a few seconds. There was this persistent line of inquiry, persistent series of questions. Ngozi's answers were repeatedly treated as if they weren't good enough or perhaps weren't even true. And it did feel like
she did put the transcript, okay? I'll go back to my other video to find the transcript and put it right next to the video as it's playing. She consistently asking where she's from, and she said she's a British national. It seems like she didn't accept that. This and that and that and that. So this is what the lady is making reference to.
She was being interrogated. It was extremely uncomfortable for her, and I was standing right next to her. I'm a black woman. There's another woman standing next to her, a woman called Daisy, also a black woman. It instantly changed the atmosphere for us and tainted our experience of being in this really important gathering that's about a really important subject. We felt like perhaps we are being treated as trespassers. And so, yeah, it was a really bad start to what should have been an important event, an important gathering.
I'm sure
that's the mentality that they have whenever they see a black people. Their guards are completely off. They already, that mindset, they train their mind to see black people as this is what just happened here. And then you've heard royal rats talking how the staff talk very badly about Meghan.
The aides really speak quite badly about.
Oh, well, the way that Meghan is spoken about by the people that have had to deal with her is quite frightening. Yeah. I mean, they're
pleased she's gone.
Yeah, she's not.
When you say aides, you mean
aides to William and Kate and other members of the royal family. They're pleased.
This is the thing is being played out again here. So here there is a witness. All right, let's continue.
You've seen some of the responses from the palace this afternoon. One from the Prince of Wales saying, a spokesperson there, racism has no place in our society, and the comments made at Buckingham Palace reception were unacceptable. That's from the Prince of Wales. Buckingham Palace maintain that they've reached out to Ngozi on this matter and are inviting her to discuss all elements of her experience in person if she wishes. Now, up until a while ago, we were under the impression that she had still not received that correspondence. Do you know that to be the case? Has there been reaching out from the palace to Ngozi?
And all this stuff he just said about Prince Charles put out, okay, it's just lip service. Then they said they were gonna have some person to teach them certain things. What happened to that? These are just lip service. They never want to learn anything. All right, so let's listen.
I don't know. I haven't heard directly from Ngozi about that.
Okay. And how do you feel about their response? They've obviously spoken to the person in question who you were part of that conversation with, and they have stepped down and apologised. Is that enough?
I think it's really interesting how quickly they responded. But I think the response I have some issues with the response. I don't want to see the woman in question step down. I want to see her step up. I want to see everyone around her and everyone in the royal household step up and acknowledge that institutional racism, the kind of dynamics we experienced, are a real problem and have really damaging effects for people like me, people like Ngozi, who are interacting with the royal household.
Hey, Meghan warned you guys. Meghan warned you guys. But nobody seems to believe her. There it is. It's playing out. Princess Diana is doing her work. Bring these things into light.
I think this idea of her stepping down perhaps is an attempt to minimize it, perhaps is an attempt to reduce it. It reminds me of that bad apple narrative. It reminds me of that this is an isolated incident narrative, which we see when we're talking about the Metropolitan Police or the Fire Brigade or other institutions that have racism and misogyny baked into how they operate. So, no, I want to see some real engagement. I want to see a real acknowledgement, and I want to see them do some reflection and actually commit to doing better, changing the institution, changing the culture within that institution, and showing real leadership at a time of real increasing division and polarization in our country on these subjects.
And can I ask you briefly, I know this is probably a hard one to answer briefly, but what does that incident you witnessed yesterday, what does that show you in the light of what we saw Meghan Markle talk about in the royal family during that Oprah Winfrey interview, do you think?
You know, I've been thinking about this a lot today. I think it really validates the account Meghan Markle and Prince Harry gave of their experiences.
Bingo, bingo. That's it. With our prayers, a little bit at a time, truth will come to light. And this is that. Okay? It validated it.
Bear in mind, I was at a reception which just lasted a few hours over an afternoon. Imagine dealing with similar dynamics over days and days, weeks and weeks, months and months. I think it is, it kind of corroborates what they explained they had to endure and deal with. And I think it's a demonstration of how serious this is, how much of a big issue it is, and how it needs a response that's more substantive than symbolic to deal with it.
Mandu Reid, appreciate you talking to us tonight. I'm sure you and we will continue to follow this story. Thank you very much.
That's very good. It's pretty much validated what Harry and Meghan have said in the Oprah interview. God is good. God is good. Okay, very good response, Mandu. Well said. Why did it take this happening to you to validate what Meghan and Harry said? They should have been validated from the moment they spoke. Okay, Miss Reid, high five to you. When we pray, let the blind see, okay? And some other things where we say they need to experience it in order for them to understand it. This is it, okay? Our prayers, you have to feel your prayers when you say. You don't just waste God's time with prayers. You have to feel it and understand what you're praying for so God could listen to you and feel your pain and to make it happen. Please let Ngozi know that we see her. Thank you for speaking up. Curious to know whether any other non-white people were questioned about their heritage or if it was just the woman wearing stereotypically African heritage attire. You know what I'm thinking? During Meghan's wedding, the way Miss Doria kept her hair, and I was so loving it when that happened. Keep her true value, her core value there. And I was like, good for her. That probably must have pissed them off. All right, this is that. People who were there, thank you. Your voice and linking it to Meghan's treatment is so important. They tried to make it an untruth because they thought they could. Thanks for your strength and courage in this. Okay, very articulate response, Mandu. Thank you for speaking up and sharing your hands-on experience of this awful incident. Yes, Meghan was right all along. Yeah, the way that she said, she was just there for a few minutes and then it ruined their experience over there. But can you imagine Meghan going through it day in, day out with this nonsense non-stop? Yeah, it could be detrimental. That will definitely lead her to be suicidal. Okay, so your comments in Newsweek, as in this segment, you were brilliant. Thank you, lady. Thank you. Thank you for your voice and support. You explained everything very well in this clip. I agree. It needs people in that firm to step up with substantial honesty and present workable solution re-education. Okay, you made a good point about the need to step up, Mandu. Well said. The way you discuss the matter is in a very tasteful and the way you discuss the matter is in a very tasteful way. I hope everything you will see and social media are like this, a conversation starter. Thank you for sharing this. Okay, amazing, articulate, concise, and considered. Important point on how this reflect on not just royal institution but others too. The need to step up and not down. Yeah, I thought that was a very good point. Not when they step down, is just shove it under the rug and continue the same narrative. Alright, it's just an isolated incident, a bad apple, you remove it, but the nonsense, the mentality is still there. Alright, the need to step up, not down, change and grow, not scapegoat, and use this as catalyst for progress, while Queen Consort couldn't bear to touch a black child. Yep, 100%. Thank you for speaking out. It does validate the enormous chips on the shoulders both you and Meghan have. Okay, it is a pity that you are using royal family as prop for your publicity. Oh, please. What publicity is not? This is their experience. They asked her a question, so she's answering. She was the witness to the incident. What royal families? But they were in the palace. They were invited. Oh, God. All right, baggage for God. Next tweet. I have one more. Oh, what is this? Okay, you can get rid of an 80-year-old woman, but the system's not going to change. Racism within the culture and structure of royal family needs to be addressed. Okay, 41 seconds. What is this? I didn't hear that one.
William's come out today and condemned it, saying there's no room for these comments in the royal family. He condemns racism. Interesting that he didn't condemn the racism that when Meghan said her first-person account of what had been said to her. So he believed this woman, but not Meghan. And in fact, Ngozi herself.
Very good point, because the thing is that it was in the close environment of the family, because they have all their peoples around them to change the wording. Okay, recollection may vary. Remember that kind of phrase, recollection may vary. So they have all their peoples around them who could lie for them. Okay, remember Prince Charles, people is expected to lie for him.
Prince Charles expected his butler to keep visits to Camilla a secret from the princess.
Paul just turned around to him and said, well, are you expecting me to lie for you, Your Royal Highness?
Okay, remember Prince Charles, people is expected to lie for him.
And Prince Charles said, well, yes, I am. And went into this histrionics about being the King of England, the future King of England, the Prince of Wales, and you will lie, stamping his feet, and then threw this book in Paul's direction.
So that is easily taken care of. But that one that happened, there were other witnesses, so they can sway people's mind. Okay, these other witnesses are not part of the royal family. So that's the difference here. Let me start it all over.
William's come out today and condemned it, saying there's no room for these comments in the royal family. He condemns racism. Interesting that he didn't condemn the racism that when Meghan said her first-person account of what had been said to her. So he believed this woman, but not Meghan. And in fact, Ngozi herself said she didn't want to name. Okay, she identified and gave a hint as to who it was, and people have jumped on that. But she didn't feel like this woman needed to be outed and turned into this focal point of hatred, because actually it's far bigger than that. It's not just about individual change. You can get rid of an 81-year-old woman. The system's not going to change. You need to address racism within the structure of the royal family.
That's exactly that. And then we just hear that other video. All right, let's see here. Excellent point, but one correction. William didn't condemn racism in the racist royal family. The statement said, quote, racism has no place in our society. Take away a meaningless sentiment whose sole purpose was to deflect the blame again. Okay, what is this? Finally, I want to address the story relating to a guest attending a reception at Buckingham Palace last night. This is a matter for Buckingham Palace, but as the Prince of Wales spokesperson, I appreciate you all here and understand you want to ask about it, so let me address it head on. I was really disappointed to hear about the guest's experience at Buckingham Palace last night. Obviously, I wasn't there, but racism has no place in our society. The comments were unacceptable, and it is right that the individual has stepped aside with immediate effect. Step aside, yeah, brush it under the rug, but the same mentality continue. If when Meghan point out her experience and then you guys did something about it, maybe
that experience the lady have could have been completely different. And then when what's the other one, Camilla go to the kids school, will not be picking up the child's hand with 2 little fingers on the sleeve. Okay, these kind of things, you guys are showing it. Okay, not only doing it, you saying it, people are seeing it. Okay, how not to address an issue head on. Dehumanize the person subject to the indignity by referring to her as the guest. Make sure that you mention it was not your department. Blame society and not your racist institution. Minimize the incident by calling it unacceptable. Treat it as an isolated incident by a rogue employee, and distance yourself by not acknowledging offending party, place in your life. All right. Well said. Well done, Nicole. You nailed it again, this part. Okay, where was William letter of defense for Meghan and Archie? William is dirty as hell. Okay, asking where someone or their people are from is not racist. But like I said, I need to put that screenshot because she answered the question. The first time I could understand, where are you from? Okay, she said she's from where? And then she insisted what the nationality, this and that, and she said she was born in the UK. It seems like that wasn't good enough. What was she supposed to say? Okay, someone in one comments that I read said, come from your mother's vagina, and that should be good enough. Okay, thanks Nicole for always being on the side of right, also for making the very obvious point that William took the word of Nyosi as truth and acted, but the recollection varied when it was his sister-in-law making same point. We know why though. He was one of the racists. Well said. Prince William can run but cannot run from the central role he and his wife Kate Middleton play in the media vilification of their sister-in-law Meghan. Okay, to get rid of the system, you have to get rid of the monarchy. You can't have both. Unfortunately, they will never learn. 80-year-old who should be retired by now anyway. There's a picture of Camilla sitting, and then the 2 ladies in the back, they look so freaking old, and it was sad looking at it. Okay, the system is changing, it's progressing. The things that an 80-year-old comes out with are not the same as the things that a 50-year-old comes out with, and so on. I myself used to have a lot more of this conversation when I was younger. Come on. Okay, well said. It was Camilla's event. Where is her apology and statement? Okay, I didn't know it was her event. Okay, there's no comment. Okay, his condemnation was a pure gesture. Everyone knows this, and that is why the debate will rage on in Britain. He was so quick to throw her under the bus, but after what 60-year-old service, and the hope that it will all go away. Come on, William. All right, let's read these, and then that's it. It baked in. Royal blood rules common blood. To get rid of it, it's racism. You have to get rid of the monarchy. Good luck with that. Okay, I didn't know Lady Hussey was a member of the royal family. I didn't know either. Okay, spot on. Also, word are meaningless. If they are not backed with real action, I guess talk is cheap. I've always been 100% convinced that William was one who was concerned about Archie's color, but not the only one, but who talked to Harry. Alright, I think this family has racism and cooperated and normalized in its system that this situation are common every day. Yeah, we have things where, Andrew is calling people the N-word freely without any, people can't even sue them. Okay, how could someone like that be godmother of a next king of the UK? What does that say about the royal family? Alright, could have said it any better. Now let's watch and see how they will continue to dodge the obvious. Alright, so there's more comment. Let's do a prayer. I have another tweet. Alright, so I'll switch the prayer around. I have one more. I just saw. Let's add that. Is that the one that I did? Alright, so let's do this one. I forgot that one. Okay, I want to give the Sussex squad your flowers. I remember when we were desperate for anyone to highlight what they were doing to Harry and Meghan. We will create thread documenting the abuse she faced and the people behind it. Tag award winning journalists, and no one will listen. Okay, look how far we've come. Yep, that's the squad complimenting each other. Alright, and then many of them were there before me, and I
when I saw the nonsense that was going on, I jumped on board to see who else was talking about it, and then the first person that I stumbled to, it's either Tina and Michelle, the right squad, and then I went on the wrong side of them because I was so pissed. I have to give them credit, either Tina or Michelle. I don't know which one were there, but I know it was the Sussex Squad podcast that I respond to. She responded nicely, all right, to say remove the comment, because I think I tagged Omid on it. For those who are new, I've mentioned it so many times in other videos. All right, when I started like looking to see who's talking about it, and I decided to go back on Twitter, and I haven't been on Twitter quite some time, and the first person I stumbled on, I think it was either Tina and Michelle. It was the Sussex Squad podcast account on Twitter, and then I tagged Omid on it, and then she said to delete my tweet, don't tag Omid, and I was so pissed, and I was like, no, that's my tweet, this or that, whatever, and then she blocked me. All right, so she knows what she was doing. She was in the game, and I have great respect for Tina and Michelle because they were in it way before, and I wasn't aware of the squad. I was not aware of the squad. All right, but let's read some of the comments. For all of the OGs who've been here since 2016 and created this space for the rest of us to join, thank you. Yeah, that's what I will say too, because I think I joined either in 2020 or 2019, one of those. A salute to each and every one of you, and particularly the praying warriors, definitely. And then the prayers that I usually have at the end of my videos, it's not like I thought of it from the beginning. No, it's when I come across some squaddies who put prayers out, and for some reason lately I don't come across them. Okay, and then as I'm seeing those prayers, and then after I start sharing those tweets, and I will leave the prayers at the end for me to share with you. And then when I don't see the prayers, that's when I start Googling prayers. Okay, that's how the prayers come about at the end of my videos, and it become a habit. Right, I know some of you are new, so this is how my channel evolved to the squad. It was directed to the squad. Okay, look at us living the life we prayed for. Phew. Okay, we came out on the other side. Okay, Sussex Squad has the best people I've engaged with on this app. You all are amazing, smart and strong, just like our faith. Blessing to you all. Yep, that's for sure. There's that. There's the squad hugging each other. Okay, Sussex Squad, your flowers. Okay, there's this. Girl, speak on it. LOL. We really used to be out here fighting for our lives. Okay, now we've rised up from the trenches. Okay, I joined the wagon 2020. I have suffered with Harry and Meghan. I can't imagine those of you who were there since 2018. You are simply the best and force for change. Thank you. Right, it definitely takes a village, or in this case a global squad. I remember when we will be so anxious or even saddened by each new twisted headlines. Definitely have come so far. There's a heart. I remember, who's that? Stephanie. Okay, journalist. Okay, Stephanie was a blue stick we could rely on, even though she didn't have a range then. But look how far we have come. Okay, I feel so proud, I can't tell you. Yep, there's that. All the flowers and the roses, we did it. I remember that. Okay, girl, it's been a hell of a journey. All right, hey, look at us. Okay, so that's it, and I already did the prayer, and I'm just gonna switch it over. Let's do prayer for let the blind see. Okay, maybe let light shine. Let's do this. Okay, that's the opposite, not opposite, but the result of let the blind see. Okay, let a prayer for light, maybe that one. A prayer for light. Bring your light and restoring presence to the dark places in our lives. Bring your hope to hearts that feel defeated. Bring your love and compassion to those in pain. Okay, I think that hits very simple, hit the nail on the head. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And that's it. My third video is gonna be on my other channel. It has to do with politics, and it's only 2 tweets. Let me give you a hint what the tweet is gonna be. Okay, let me put the link for you guys. It's gonna be about this. Okay, so go on my other channel and I will share that with you. All right, so that's it. Thank you for your support.
For me, it's an added member of the family. It's another team player as part of the bigger team. And you know, for all of us, all we want to do is be able to carry out the right engagements, carry out our work, and try and encourage others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.